Welcome everybody to Kingdom Trains Live. Well, I look a little delayed. We'll see how this sounds afterwards. I'm sorry if the audio video is delayed. Looks like I'm off by quite a bit. But anyway, here we are, Asia Session Trading. Woohoo, we have made it. I got my screens working. It took a minute, but the screens are up and running, and we are live. Let's go ahead and pull us over to NQ here. Put it in my chat. We have a range right at the beginning of Asia. Boom. Welcome. Looks like we're in a solid downtrend. Had a big push up right before the close at what is this? 4 p.m. Eastern. And then started to curl back down, forming a nice big range on the 5 minute here. So we have a pretty big range form right here. And then, but over here on the 1 minute, we just formed a 1 minute range. Came up, broke, retested. Could have entered on the retest. I don't really like either of these candles. So I'm holding off for now on any trade entry. Got my Apexes all set up. I am live now with Elite Trader funding. However, they have not gone through the full background process, so I am not technically able to trade that yet. So we're just holding off waiting here. We got another purple candle formation, breaking off this 5 minute cross. So we have this 5 minute cross on this curl of this old 5 minute that held below. So I do like the short off that curl on that 5 minute, but we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna be patient. I mean, we really just got these charts open, so let's see if we can get another break and retest on this little open here. That's a little 12-point risk, but again, we just tapped the top of the range. Like this one broke the range and then it just wicked all the way back down, so it looked pretty bearish. So I didn't enter in on this retest, and it would have stopped me out had I attempted it. It would have stopped me out. So thankfully I didn't. Didn't even give it a second look. And then we do have a 5 minute cross. 5 minute cross right here, forming a resistance level on a purple candle, but it is after the candle. So again, just another kind of iffy play, playing that advanced read on the short side too. So we're just waiting. I mean, these purples are getting pretty quickly wicked, and we are just not really making a good enough move for me to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna short here, I'm gonna long here. I like the short. I think we're in a downtrend. We're bouncing this 5 minute level. It broke above it and wicked down below. So I'm favoring the short side, but I'm not ready to pull the trigger yet. If we get down, break this blue candle, get a nice good retest on it, I definitely take that to come down at least to these levels here. So you're talking about a good 20-point move. Good 20-point move in Asia. Right now we got a 15 ATR, which is pretty decent. But we're really inside. If you wanted to, you could even orb out this this candle right here, and you can see we've got wicks at the top, come down and break. And that's the whole first 5 minute candle there. I like to do topside purple. We're trying that push again. We had a 1 minute cross up here that we came down and retested, pushing back up. Break purple here. See if we can break the purples, hold above the range, come down and tap it again, and we can try for a break of the 5 minute, but that 5 minute's going to be resistant. You know, so maybe just do a small test here. 6 points, 7 points of risk, not too bad. It's a blue candle cross. It's a blue candle with no cross. Blue candle. It needs to hold above this level, this 848. It just gave it a little tip. Give it a little tick there. Oh, it's rough. I mean, the long, I could try the long at 6 points to look at that. It could have, and it would have went. It would have went. It's 6 point risk. 6 point risk on that. 7 point risk on that. So wait, let's see if we break this 5 minute. Let's see if we can break and hold this 5 minute in the next 3. Really get above this purple up here. Mark that out. Oops. Get above that purple right there. Make another push towards these 930s. I could have taken that. It just closed right on the top of the range. And the next candle, it did open above. So the next candle, you could have technically called it a retest. But it's just that little tip. And then now we're here on that 5 minute cross again. So I don't even know if you would have made, only would have made 9 points. So it wouldn't even have hit that full 10 yet. So it'd have to push through. It has to push through. I think it gets it. I think it gets it. Nice, we're breaking this 5 minute. That's good. There's still 2.5 minutes left on that though. So yeah, it's a good push right there. Off that break. Good push. It was a low risk entry. It was a low risk entry, so that would have been a good reason to take it. Is that it's just a really low risk. It's just 6 points, 7 points of risk. But I just didn't like it, just barely tapping it. We could have had a little bit better of a close above on that blue, but it just didn't happen. Looks like we had unemployment claims this morning. Came in slightly lower than expected, not too bad. No news for the rest of the day, and then got some Fed members speaking. 4 o'clock, so in an hour, got some Fed members speaking, and then nothing much tomorrow. Just some more Fed members speaking tomorrow. Nice bullish candle. Let's see if this thing's gonna hold above. 2 minute gave you a buy. Is that cross after or is that cross before? That's a good question. Crosses a little bit after too. So even that one just didn't. This one gave you the break. Didn't break the 5 minute. Didn't hold the break on the 5 minute, and then the cross was formed after. So again, all these are just adding a little bit more risk. So I'd like to see this come up and break above this level here. So you guys are going to be seeing my Tradeify account. It's a little bit larger account on the live trading because I couldn't get into those ETFs, and my phone is my camera, which has my authenticator to get into my Apexes. So the only thing I can really show is my Tradeify. So I place a trade, it'll look like double the size than I'm actually standard placing. Alright, coming back down. Let's see if it can come all the way back down to these wicks. The 50s. So now the red's starting to form a cross too. Forming a little 5 minute range. Which would be nice. That's a little bit more confluence, you know. It's got 14 seconds. It's definitely going to hold this. It's definitely going to hold this, and then we got to see if it'll break this purple. This thing gets above that 23,880. That's pretty good. 3-barring it up. A little bit of resistance on the 90s. Really big push, man. I'd love to have gotten in on that. Where are we at? 30 points. We're heading to the top of the close. Oh, let's break this purple. We're gonna get another 5 minute cross here, right at the 60s. So then you gotta be concerned about a pullback to the 60s. See, and we didn't quite take out the purple. Come up, wicked at the top. I'm gonna break these 80s. Good solid push up. Good solid push up. And then let's see here. Still failing to break that purple. Alright, TR starting to slow down a little bit. We're down at 12 now. From that initial opening volume. There we go. See if we can break 81. Not quite there. Not quite there. Still failing that. I'm gonna take a short here. We're gonna go for the short. See if I get the fill. There we go. Snipe that entry. Oh, I'm on 6. Oops. We're gonna hold it. We're right there. That was actually an accidental oversize there, but that was perfect timing on that. We rejected that 2-minute that 5-minute purple. Came up, wicked it, had a nice little doji. Came up, pushed, and then formed a very bearish candle. Took the short off that curling on the 5-minute purple candle. So right now we're up a good solid amount. Holding off on this candle by candle. Hopefully it doesn't come up and wick us out on this one and just continues that push back down into this range. Could just be a higher low. Just a nice little higher low before it does decide to make that push up. But we'll see. See if we get some continuation. The 5-minute cross did not form, which is good to note. The bullish 5-minute cross did not form on the action lines. Get a nice little push down here. And those 60s again that's going to be the midline of that 5-minute opening, 5-minute range that formed here. So we want to see this thing pushed down now. We're going to close this candle. Pretty bearish candle on the close too. See if we can get a continuation down. Beautiful. Starting to pop back against us. On those 60s. Rejection on the 60s. It's got to break 60. It's got room all the way down to 50 if it breaks 60 before the next rejection point. Alright, out. Nice, quick little W there. May be able to play these 80s a couple times, honestly. Now we're forming a 1 minute range, so we can play that. Another quick little 1 minute range. Nice breakout. I might take this the other direction. So you break those 80s, and we want to come down and retest that that 78 level. Gotta close. Still got 15 seconds on this. If it might not hold above. Looks like we are gonna hold that 78 level. Now we're playing the other side of this here. We didn't break the 80s. That's all. My only apprehension is we didn't break these 80s. Yeah, we didn't hold those 80s. So this is a lot more risk on this trade now.
Canceled.
All right, that's good. Came down, and once I started rejecting that that higher low again, I just put a small amount added in, so it was like a half DCA on that. And then shorten my TP for the first portion. Might come back down against me. Don't want to give up too much here.
Order filled.
Ah, it's okay.
Order filled. Order canceled.
Shoot.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, my Papexes look like they're cleared. My Apex evals are holding on to this. They should have been out, but they're holding on to this.
Order filled.
On the last 3, it looks like. Thankfully, last 2.
Order filled.
Alright. What's less than 29? Hey, guess what? They're still up.
Order filled.
Woo! That was terrifying. But praise the Lord, oh, they didn't even take the trade. Oh, those Papexes didn't even take the trade. Interesting. Whew. Had a little failure on the order system there. We're gonna close and reopen NinjaTrader and make sure that we're on a fresh entry there. Decided to, well, it apparently didn't take that trade on my fundeds other than my main one, and so that one got a good bump. And my Tradeify caught all that too. But I had a little malfunction there on my copy trader. So my all my evals suffered on that turnaround. They all should have been taken out. They didn't copy the trade. Got a little AC going on in here, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. It's a good break on that range. Break, come up, retest it on the 5-minute cross here. Back up to these 60s. Getting a little convoluted here. I'm going to delete some of this. What is this? So again, we got read that 80s. I said we could have just played that 80s again. Right back up into this range. So we pushed down, rejected above this 5-minute cross too. So I mean, this is still pretty bullish territory. Breaking back up into this quantum range. Yeah, so we failed that 5-minute range. Right there at the top. And then came down and wicked out at the bottom. Another bullish move on that 5-minute cross. On that 5-minute cross. Failed to hold below. I'm pretty aggressive here. Little doji. Go for a short for 3. See what all's copying. Nothing. Okay, what's going on? Well, this sucks. So I'm in a trade right now on my leader account. Let me make sure. Oh, my flow bots didn't even open up. So we're just gonna let this one go. We're gonna ride this on the Papex here. I'm gonna bring this down to break even. Make sure I don't lose anything on this trade. Came really close to my stop there. But it looks like my trade copier didn't open up. I must have closed it and then saved. I don't want to open it up while entry's active. So it looks like we're gonna have a break on that. A break on that. There we go. There we go. Alright, now I can open it up. Looks like we lost our... trade copier there. My computer's having issues and it's really concerning me. So really we have 3 wins here. But they just weren't taken. Oh, that was even on the eval. That was just taken on the eval. So I don't know what happened. Alright. Continuing to hold this on the 5-minute candle, holding this 5-minute cross, holding this 5-minute cross. I feel like it's looking like it wants to push. But now we have 2. My wife says my sister's coming over. I didn't know she's coming over. Okay. Alright. So now we're holding this 5-minute below. We got a 5-minute cross down. We're still in this 5-minute just ranging area. We break this 50. Let's see if we can break 50. And then we got room all the way down to the 40s is the bottom of the range. But it's just very, very, very rangy right now. See if we can break this 2-minute cross. Let's see if my trade copier actually decides it wants to work. Yeah, I wanted to see two. I wanted to see. Alt Shift F. Okay. I had it on closed position for my hotkey there, and I just wanted to make sure that my hotkey's actually for flatten everything. I want to flatten everything. If this thing wakes back up again, I'm going to take it long. I think we just failed this bearish 5-minute move so many times now.
Order submitted. Order.
Alright, looks like everything's copying. Looks like we made bearish push, bearish push, bearish push, fail, fail, fail. See if we get a nice little bullish push out of this here. Close enough that I don't want to give points back, but whips back again at me. There we go. Got that fill. Another W there. I want to see that thing hold that 70 level. Let's see if we get our break on 80s now. Let's see if we get our break on 80s now. Get our break on 80s, this thing can jump all the way up to the 920s, 930s if we get a break on 80s. Big bearish wick on that 1 minute. Got to break the 80. That 80 has been just that solid level from the beginning. Like I said, we could have played that 80 more than once. I knew it whenever it came up and hit it and rejected off of it the first time. I was like, I bet you we could play this thing again. I still took a long into it and got my 10 points, and then that's the one that wicked down so hard against me, and my trade copier just failed. Nice push here. Breaking those 80s. So that's our break on the 80s. Nice. I'll hold this just below this candle here, the 72. So if it comes down and retests 80s, I don't want it to come pop me out too early on this.
Some may say it's hopeless, but they've never met my God. Some may say it's over, but it was finished on that cross.
Yeah, baby.
They say
Nice little 3-bar up. Let's go ahead and take more profit off. I just don't want to lose this, so. Just gonna take the profit off, be happy with it. You know, we're rejecting that 1 minute cross now. Pop down. Good rejection down. Broke those 80s again. So that 5 minute candle still has not closed above the 80s. If you look on this NQ. So that still was a play. That still was a short play right there on those 90 on that 80 level. I tell you what, I think that's good for me. I got a few wins out of there, some pretty short trades, pretty wicky. I could keep going, but with the copier messing up a few times, and we're sitting right around 150 per account. I think I'm pretty happy with that. It looks like it's just going to be a ranging open. There we go. Back to the last 5 minute cross. And it's forming a new 5 minute cross too, technically. Oh no, that one was just taken out. Okay. So it's saying it's holding it. Massively stacked levels here. 5 minute, 2 minute, 1 minute. Let's see if we break this. If we break this 5 minute, maybe I'll take it short. Nice rejection off of it, off that stack level. Nice rejection off that stack level. Wick back down. I'm going to take that short there. Get that wick flip. We're breaking below the level. It did close below that 5 minute level. We still got a 2 minute and 1 minute to break though. Yeesh. Big wick. Nicely done, nicely done. So we got that break on that 2 minute, 1 minute now if it holds. See if we get a push down through. Fine to lose all that, that's fine. Well, one day they'll let me trade my live account. I don't know how long that process is for Elite Trader funding, but I would love to go live again. So coming back up, retesting the midline on that 5 minute range that we've just been playing in. This is definitely my last trade. Definitely my last trade. All winners on the books. It's win number 5, I think. See if we're gonna get a breakdown on the bottom of this range. Come on, baby. And if it breaks bottom of range, we go all the way down to 23,802-ish. If it breaks those 40s. All right, I'm out. Boom. Nice. 220 per account. Love it. The leader's just a little bit more because it got that one extra trade on there. All green on the day. I love it, I love it, I love it. Alright. Let's go ahead and save this until we get our live, to adjust that over to live being the leader. A little excitement there with the trade copier failing to take off, but thankfully it was just it looked like it didn't take those live accounts on, so a lot of the lives missed that big move, so that was a little disappointing, but hey, man, I lost some of the profits on the evals. I'm fine with losing profits on evals. They still ended up, I think, over $400 per eval, which is awesome. All right, guys, God bless you. Jesus loves you. He wants to know you in a real and personal way. Hopefully that was fun. Just quick scalping inside of a range right there. So taking pushes towards the outside of the range. Nothing succeeded. I was only able to get 10 points a few times on those pushes to the outside, and it's just holding that 80 level. Really, the better play would have been to every time it touched 80 hit the sell, but because that level is definitely holding strong. But we get a nice break on those 80s, guys. We got another cross all the way up over here at 920, 930 would be the next point that you would see resistance if we can get a nice bullish push. But yeah, all right, guys. God bless. Jesus loves you. He wants to know you in a real personal way. Can't take any of this money with you. Fun little quick trading session. See you guys hopefully tomorrow.